Welcome to our program. I am a commitment to. What is this kind of phrase? What does this mean? I was really surprised by this phrase when I first learned it, and I want to share it with you. This phrase is heavily profiled in Richard Strozy's book, The Leadership Dojo. Great book. I went through the coaching program by the Strozy Institute. Super book. The idea of I am a commitment to is that you can do more by saying that you are a commitment to something rather than that you are making a commitment to something. Let me give you a little more about this. First of all, I'll put up a quote by Richard Strozy. We ask people to say, I am a commitment to, instead of I'm committed to, as a reminder that we are the commitment. So let me go on to the part as the phrase continues. We strive to embody its value and contribution, and we're fully accountable for its outcome. The commitment lives inside us and moves from our center. I will tell you that when I first heard this, I almost thought that this was metaphysical or something very, very philosophical. But I'll say I don't feel that way anymore. I feel that it's actually really, really practical to say that you are a commitment to. So let me give you an example of two people. I actually have this kind of discussion with my kids quite a bit. For example, their gymnastics coach will say to them, all right, here's your homework. And sometimes one of my kids will say, oh, homework, do we really need to do homework? And we have this discussion about student A and student B. Let's say both student A and student B have gymnastics class. But then student A also does their homework. Who do you think is going to get stronger over time, student A or student B? And so in the same way, this I am a commitment to, as opposed to I'm committed to. I'm going to drop into the discussion here a link by an article by Richard Strozy. And at the same time, I'm going to talk with you about what you might be a commitment to. So when I first heard about this, I thought, well, okay, I'm making a commitment. Shouldn't that be enough? Well, why the phrasing of I am a commitment to? And there's some deep stuff. There's some deep things about this. So let me show you. This is the article that I'm going to drop into the chat for us today. And the deep things that I'm describing here is that it is about what you practice. So this article highlights this, and I'll just give you a couple of the quotes, which is that you do things all the time. At a fundamental level, it's necessary to come to terms with the fact that we are always practicing. In other words, the body is incapable of not practicing. So whatever you're doing right now at this moment, are you standing? Are you stretching? Are you sitting? Those are all different ways that you continue to practice and that I continue to practice. And I thought this was a very, very cool idea. So in saying I am a commitment to something, I want to encourage you to play with this phrase. I'll read you one more quote before telling you my own story with it. And the quote is, a practice is a conscious choice that we make to train ourselves so that we'll behave and act in a particular way so it becomes embodied, a part of who we are. That is one way of looking at how are you committing to something? How are you committing to something short-term, long-term, but how are you committing to things over time? So I'll give you my own story. I received training from the Strozy Institute in coaching and in their embodied leadership previously. I loved it. I loved the training. But the first time I came to the situation, I thought, all right, well, I'm an executive coach and I run an executive coaching company. What am I a commitment to? And then you do iterations. So you might do 10, 20, you might do 3 iterations until you get there, but you do some iterations of I am a commitment to. And so at the end, this is mine. I am a commitment to giving people the tools and practice for standing up for their true selves. That sits well with me. That lands well with me. As a coach, I give people not only tools, every one of these videos that you watch, that's a tool. This is a tool of using the expression, I am a commitment to solidify your commitment to something. That's tools, but also the practice. I care so much about practice. As an executive coach, just the more we practice something, the more we can experiment, the more we can see if it's for us. So that's mine. I give people the tools and practice for standing up for their true selves. And for me, that fits. So I ask you, what is your I'm a commitment to? I am a commitment to something. It can be to a value. I am a commitment to truth. I am a commitment to trust. I am a commitment to collaboration. But it needs to be something that's relevant for you now. You can change it. You can change it over time. But what is it that would sit well for you? That's the tool for today. I am a commitment to. I wish you all the best with it. Happy experimenting. And we look forward to seeing you here again.